before we even started a podcast, we were knocking each other on our clan chat. We were with Dad's Tales podcast, and that's where we originated from. And everyone says, you guys have such good chemistry, even though you're knocking on each other. You guys ought to do a podcast. And we're like, huh, really?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. Well, 2.5 years later, here we are.
I had that with another person, like one of my coworkers, that I was doing stuff at a studio down in Hermosa for a bit. And one of the guys was like, you guys should just start a podcast. Like, it would be so funny.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't talked to him in a while, but like, it totally would.
They take a lot more work than you think, but especially if you're the editor. But
well, yeah. I mean, I went to school for sound or audio recording, so
you're good. What program do you like to use to edit?
I mean, we mostly just learn Pro Tools, so that's all I really know.
Oh wow, you got the musician stuff. Gotcha.
I mean, none of my community knows who I am yet, so
okay.
This is like the first thing.
Oh, is there going to be an exclusive tonight?
Maybe.
Okay, I like it. I
don't know. I don't know what it is yet, but
okay, that's cool. No pressure.
Yeah, I mean, I've technically never really introduced myself to like my Twitter or Instagram or anything like that, like who I am. I mean, I've shown a few like personal things and stuff like that, like my desk setup and stuff like that, but like no one knows what I look like, no one knows what my voice sounds like
I like it.
No one knows me.
No, I was just telling them I've been so addicted to Iron Banner. I've been playing it every second I got. I got home from work today and I was playing Iron Banner and I was like, oh crap, I forgot I got to go to a movie in 30 minutes. My wife comes home and says, what time we need to leave? I'm like,
right now.
Pretty quickly. Let me go get dressed. Jesus.
Yeah. Divorce is a thing. Okay. I'm going.
You said you were good and no questions?
Not that I can think of. Man. I mean, you guys take like breaks every now and then.
Yes,
kind of
we
thing.
do. We do.
Oh,
we
yeah.
do.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely. Because I'm old and I need to take pee breaks and all that good stuff. So
cool. I think I had one other one, but I can't remember what it was.
Explicit.
Is Hazel naked when we podcast? Yes, usually. That's why we don't use cameras.
Good.
We have on occasion, but
I don't want to have to put on clothes, so it's okay.
Yeah.
You probably didn't shave today either, so hey.
I did.
Free spirit.
You shaved?
I did.
Special guest. I get it. All right.
Well, hey, I mean, whatever the guest dictates, right, it's like, hey.
That's right. That's right.
Guardian down.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks for hanging out with us today. Welcome to episode 111 of Guardian Downcast. We're a couple dads that love all things in the Destiny universe, and we talk about it. We also interview content creators and community members to find out more about them. We're the show that is happy to make your day go by a little faster. I'm your host, the Gatr, and my co-host Hazel is here as well. Hey, man, how's the Iron Banner going?
Shamelessly, I have been in there. Still trying to do bounties. It's unreal. But I don't know. They need to do something with those damn bounties. That's all I'm gonna say.
Ability kills take forever.
Yeah. Especially when you're running like stasis and you can't even kill anybody with stasis.
Or stick someone with a grenade and they laugh at you and kill you.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you're supposed to be frozen for like a half a second. Okay, can you please freeze?
Yeah,
no? Okay.
Exactly.
Kill me. Fine. All right. Yeah, and I'm glad they nerfed slide shotguns because I haven't been killed by any of those since I quit playing because it doesn't do shit to the game. All right. My week has been pretty good. I don't even know what the hell's been going on. It's kind of flown by and drug all at the same time. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I have no idea what the hell has been going on. It's just been Destiny,
one of those weeks. I hear you.
Yeah, exactly.
New season.
Destiny, work, family.
New season. Who dis? You like that title?
Sure.
No comment. Yeah. I got you.
But yeah, I mean, it's just been, a bunch of everything thrown together. It's like a big hodgepodge of stuff this week. So I have no idea what happened. So,
well,
what about you?
Yeah, I got to say the same thing, man. I've been buried in Destiny all week. I'm loving the new season. Iron Banner, what can I say? I see you, Night Demon. I see you over there playing by yourself. now that you're on my friends list, I got to hit you up, man. We got to get into some Iron Banner.
That poor guy.
He was playing the freelance. I was like, man, I want to invite him, but he's in freelance. I don't want to bother him. But I think me and him would have fun in Iron Banner because we're both addicted to Iron Banner, like he says he is. So,
yeah, but that wouldn't be toxic at all.
No, not at all. I'm not toxic. No, not salty either. Yeah, been a good week. Just like I said, man, it's just been crazy Destiny all the time. Every chance I get, I'm playing Crucible. I'm doing bounties. I'm now 95 on my season pass. Yes, thank you very much. Thank you. And yeah, as Kingsley would say, crickets. But yeah, it's been a good week. But I tell you what, Hazel, I am so happy tonight. We have a really great guest on tonight.
I'm excited.
Well, we have a new guest of the show. It's his first time on our show. He's on Twitter and Instagram. He captures the beautiful image that make up this Destiny universe that we love so much. We have tonight Guardian Photographer. How are you tonight, sir?
I'm doing good. How you guys doing?
Very good, man. We're pumped. We're so pumped to hear your process and stuff tonight. So yeah, we cannot wait. And can I just say, I just got back from watching how do you say it again? Shang-Chi? God almighty, what a great movie. I think I heard that you watched it too? What'd you think?
Yeah, I saw last night. I liked it. It was really good. I mean...
we can't give spoilers, but...
Yeah, we can't give spoilers. I will say my one criticism of it was that it was very formulaic to like the Marvel formula that's been going on for a good while now with origin stories and stuff like that. I mean, I get it. It's a new character, all that stuff. But otherwise, I mean, it was really good.
Yeah, it was not what I expected. I thought it would be just some knockoff Marvel movie. Oh my gosh, they integrated so much of the Marvel universe into this movie. Little hints of it here and there, and I was like, honey, do you know who that is? You know who that is? No, I don't know who that is. Leave me alone. Let me watch the movie. I'm like, okay. But yeah, it was fantastic. But well, good, man. I'm so happy you're on the show tonight. Before we get started, you can find this fine gentleman on Twitter at GDN Photographer. And you can find him on Instagram as Guardian Photographer. If you haven't followed him yet, pause the show right now. We'll wait. Just follow him right now. Okay, good. He produces some really, really great stuff in 4K, by the way. So make sure you do that. Just a preview of what we're going to cover tonight on the show. First, of course, we're going to hear Guardian Photographer's story. I'm going to call you GP for short, by the way. And how he started his content creation. Next, Hazel's going to go over the TWAB for the second week of Season of the Lost. I think we got a little lighter TWAB this week, thank goodness. Next, we're going to answer questions from our community and add 2 songs each to our award-winning Guardian Downcast show playlist on Spotify and iTunes. Okay, guys, what do you say? You ready to roll?
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Let's go. Hey, thanks for listening to Guardian Downcast. You can find us on Twitter at Guardian_D_cast.
Or, you can find us on Instagram at Guardian_Down_cast and see what pics our weekly guests want to share with you.
Or Hazel, just visit our website at GuardianDowncast.com for all the contact information and where else you want to find us. And you can also play any past episodes you like in any order you like, right from your browser.
Don't you or me, man. Anyway, so hey, Guardians, check us out, and later, Guardians.
Toddles.
Hey, that's my line, man.
Well, Mr. Guardian Photographer, GP, tell us a little bit about yourself. Where did you grow up? Where do you call home now? What do you do for a living? And what kind of family do you have? Are you married and all that stuff?
So I grew up in the Ventura County in California. I came from both Ojai and Thousand Oaks. Living both there, going to school in Thousand Oaks, all that kind of stuff. After that, I went to college out here as well, out in Moore Park. Mm-hmm. And then transferred to Cal State Dominguez Hills down in South Bay. And I studied audio down there, surprisingly. You guys wouldn't expect that.
You know, it's funny you should say that. When I first asked you to come on, you said, you know, I got a degree in audio production and this is my first podcast. I'm like, really?
Yeah, I mean, I've recorded a few things here and there of podcasts, but I've never been on a podcast. So
yeah, well, I tell you what, man, I saw your Instagram and I saw your stuff you post on Twitter, and you post a lot, and I was just blown away. And I said, man, you know what? Our show was really about everyone in the community. I mean, I really want to know more about this guy. So again, thanks for coming on tonight. Do you have siblings? You married? Kids?
I have siblings. I'm not married.
Okay.
I'm 25. So
okay. You're
I'm
almost
not ready
there.
For that yet.
You're not quite. Have a little fun. There you go.
Exactly.
Run away from that. Yeah.
You said you're in audio. Are you in audio production?
I'm not in audio production right now. So since COVID, I haven't had anything audio related.
Okay.
I was working for a studio down in Hermosa, and doing stuff for them like every week or so.
Nice.
But since COVID, they've been giving everything to their people on salary and stuff like that. So it just makes much more sense for them because they're not getting as much business.
Did you see? Do you get Apple TV by chance?
I do, but I have not watched a single thing on it.
There, you got to. I know because you're in audio production and stuff, and in studios and stuff. You got to watch. It's called. Watch the Sound. And it's by Mark Ronson. He does 4 different things. He breaks it up into 4 episodes where he talks about auto tune, sampling, reverb, and my favorite, synthesizers. And I know Hazel's rolling his eyes right now because he's tired of me talking about this damn show. But you got to watch this show, man. If you're in audio, you'll appreciate this.
Sounds cool.
It's
I'll have to check it out.
Kind of behind the scenes. It's really nice. So.
Yeah, I'll definitely.
All right. Well, good deal. We kind of know where you came from and stuff.
Well, sir, what was your earliest memory in gaming? Your earliest moment?
Earliest moment. My first system that I had was a PS1. So, I mean, back then I was probably 4 or 5 playing that stuff. So, I had all the classic old games. I had Croc, I had Spyro, I had Zaboomafoo. That was an interesting one.
I'm like, that one, not familiar with that one.
No. You'd ride an elephant. That was about all I could do at that time because I was very young. But
okay,
I like it.
PlayStation 1. Did you spoof your PlayStation 1 where you could play copy disc?
I did not. I mean, I was 5.
Well, yeah, right. Sorry. Yeah, I did that.
I didn't have a hookup like that.
Yeah, it was so cool to do that. But I'm sorry.
I was too lazy to do that, so I never did that either.
Well, I was poor. I couldn't afford the game, so I'd get a friend to bring his game over, or I'd rent it and then take care of it.
You could rent it. I mean, that was
I remember that.
That was the best.
Yeah, but think about renting
Blockbuster.
Thing about Blockbuster. The problem with Blockbuster is there's a time limit, and if you're late, you pay even more. And I was a poor kid; I didn't want to pay more.
Yeah.
See, I didn't have to pay because my parents did.
All right.
Yeah, exactly. That's how you do it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. You don't have to worry about it if somebody else pays for it.
God.
Nice. So, how did you find Destiny?
I actually started in the alpha. So I was very early on. I was in that D1 alpha on PlayStation. Loved it. And then I stopped playing for a good bit. I stopped right after the first small expansion that they did. I'm totally blanking on the name of it. I always forget the names of these 2 small expansions that they did the first year.
Let's see.
In D1 or D2?
Yeah, D1.
Oh,
House of Wolves?
House of Wolves, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
I played a bit of House of Wolves and I was like, I don't know if this game's for me anymore. Because I took a break after the first vanilla and then came back for the expansion. And I was like, I don't know, this is a little grindy. So I stopped. And then I came back during the Age of Triumph. So
what did you?
Then.
What brought you back?
Some of my friends that I'd started going to school with were playing it, and they were like, "Yeah, you should get in. Some really good stuff's going on right now." And the game was on, the whole collection was on sale at Target or something like that for $20. And I was like, "Yeah, I'll pick it up." So that got me back into it, and then I've been on it since.
What did you think about the Destiny 1 story? I get so many mixed reviews of the story.
It's an interesting one, for sure. I mean, strange. It's not. It doesn't exactly know what it is.
It definitely meanders a bit, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I was just curious.
Did you know that it had a story when you were playing it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
I knew there was some story.
Better than me. Okay.
I was going to go find a eyeball and then bring it back to the people in the tangled shore and whatnot.
Well, do you?
Okay, it's a fetch quest.
I'm curious. Do you have a favorite memory or one of your favorite memories from? It could be Destiny 1 or Destiny 2. If you're looking back that far, 2014, 2015.
That's a good question. I don't know.
Usually for us, it's like a raid or something. If someone did something crazy or might have jumped off the map using a super kind of thing. That's happened a few times.
I mean, I feel like everyone's had their fair share of doing that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Just falling off the map or goofing up or something like that. I can't think of something specifically that comes to mind that I'm like, this was the best moment I've ever had in Destiny. Like,
oh, it's all right. It's all right. No worries.
Yeah. Well, over the course of this, if something comes up and you remember something that's like, oh, hey, here's a funny story for you or something.
Yeah,
absolutely.
That's fun too.
Cool.
Well, are you playing Destiny right now, or are you like venturing out into other things, or?
I'm always playing Destiny.
I like this guy already, Hazel.
Let's be real here. Aren't we all?
Yes.
That's funny.
Well, Hazel made this question. It's one of our signature questions, and I'm going to ask it to you. Why game? Why video games? Why video games as a hobby? And Destiny can even be included in that, but what is your overall reason that you love the game?
It's interactive. It's fun. I mean, I get to be whatever I want to be. I can be a guardian, for example, or I could be a superhero, or I could be a skateboarder. Like, there's so many different things that you can do within gaming that, I mean, it lets you do things that no other medium really does.
Right.
True.
Yeah, and then once, I guess for me it was PlayStation 2, when it became more than just interactive, it became online.
Mm-hmm.
That changed everything for me.
I can connect with my friends. My friends and I try to almost every week since COVID started play games together.
Yeah. And not only that, but you can have friends like in Denmark and
and
a
bunch of my clan mates from like are all over this the country. Yeah.
That's just I still boggles my mind how that is done these days. Such far distances, Mm-hmm. It's amazing what our little satellites do that we don't even realize it.
All right. So I'm not going to ask this question because this is like Gator's baby question. So I'm not going to go with that one. But what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and dive into some of the guest specific questions.
Okay.
So the first one here is, what was the first screenshot you ever took? Well, it doesn't have to be Destiny, or if you don't remember,
Okay. I'd probably say that the first time I really got into taking screenshots and stuff like that was with Shadow of the Colossus. That's the name of it. I was playing the name of it right now.
Okay.
That's got an amazing photo mode that you can do so much with. I love all of the photo modes that games are coming out with now, like Spider-Man and the Uncharted series and The Last of Us and stuff like that. They're fantastic. They let you change so many things just so easily. And Destiny is probably one of the hardest ones that you can do it with.
My God, what a beautiful world. Well, what made you decide to people who don't follow you, what you basically do is you post all these beautiful scenes around the Destiny universe, and you put them on your Instagram account and on Twitter. And what made you decide to do all this, especially from Destiny?
I honestly don't know. I just started taking photos. Whenever I swapped over to PC is when I really started taking photos. The first one that I took in Destiny was the one when you're coming through the canyon in Shadowkeep, the very first mission, and you see all of the the ghost phantom, or not ghost, but guardian phantoms,
right?
Kind of looming above and stuff like that. That's the first shot I ever took in Destiny, and since then, I've just been really enjoying it. The game is astonishingly beautiful. There's no getting around that. It is drop dead gorgeous.
Yeah, I would consider you more of the in the art content creation, like like artists draw stuff. You're capturing stuff, and in 4K no less.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's virtual photography.
It's amazing, man. It's amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean the pictures that you take and that are just. I mean, I've stopped many a time just like scrolling through Twitter and I see it. I'm like, oh, ooh, look at that.
And sometimes it's at a different angle that you're not used to seeing it. That's what I love. Mm-hmm. Like, man, I never looked at it from that angle.
It's all about perspective.
Yeah,
exactly.
And so, how do you decide? Like, how do you do that? Like, basically, like, how do you decide like where to take a picture? Do you just like jump around? Are you like the world's worst person to raid with? Are you like, hey guys, hold on, I wanna look around real quick.
I have had a few raids where I've done that, definitely. Where I've been like, hang on. I'm taking photos. Go away. And then they're like walking in the shot. I'm like, you get out of here. And I don't have the HUD up, so I can't see who it is. I'm like, get out. You're in the shot. Get out. But I mean, it always just like, as I'm wandering around or doing something, I mean, like I'll find something that I really like. And I'm like, oh, this would look really good as a shot. So, and like when it comes to story missions and stuff like that, I'll run through it first time, won't take any pictures, and kind of get an idea of what I like. And I'm like, ooh, this area is like really cool. I'll have to like line up something here later on. Because then when I run it through on other characters, then I can do that.
Right. Yeah. I was just going to say, how are you running the story again? Multiple characters. That's how. Gotcha.
Yep.
Yeah.
My first run through, I get like an idea of like, okay, this is kind of cool. This is, yeah.
Well, that's the one thing I love about Witch Queen coming up. They revealed that you can run story missions over and over, and even in harder modes.
Love that. Yeah,
it's gonna be great.
I mean, you can still run Shadowkeep missions over again.
Right.
But you can only do one a week. That's the only problem with it.
Right. That's right. It has to be the featured one for the week. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So, do you have like a favorite shot that you've taken?
One of my favorite shots probably would be one of the Traveler sunset, like the whole for Bungie Day this year. I posted like a 10-shot sunset of the Traveler itself, and one of my favorite ones is the green shot. That's what I like to personally call it. So it's like the one where the whole entire sky is like a mix of green and yellow and orange, and it's really nice.
I might have to try to find that one again.
Right now it's in the pinned tweet on my Twitter.
Oh, sweet. Yeah. Okay. Because I mean, I remember like one of the first like screenshots that I ever took that made me like really, really happy with the game was actually one that you took. It was during Season of Arrivals when the pyramid ships arrived on Mercury, and it was dusk.
Ooh.
And it was just like you saw like the sun in the background, and it looked like the ship was on fire and everything. And you took the same picture, and I was just like, oh, it's like, there it is.
Which pyramid ship was it on? What planet?
It was on, I think it was Mercury.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. That's when the end of Season of Arrivals, the ships moved in. They were in the world shots. Oh man, it was great. It was right behind the right behind the pyramid. It was I still remember that shot. I mean, it was just like blazing red with the ship transposed in between it. But I tell you, I'm the opposite, man. I like the shadowy stuff. In fact, I'm looking at yours here of the Hall of Two Souls in Dreaming City. I think you posted this one just a little while ago. But see, what I love about Destiny is all the shadowing. All the intricate shadows.
The lighting.
Yes.
Since they updated their lighting with, I think it was Beyond Light that they started doing the new lighting system.
Yeah, they did.
It is great.
I mean,
there's so many things that got like revamped and like the EDZ and stuff like that that just looks so much better. Like whenever I first flew into the EDZ after the Beyond Light started,
right,
I noticed the difference. Like immediately, it looked so much better.
Now they could give us a little more light in the Shattered Throne areas, but I guess I can't complain because I'm getting a little lost in there sometimes.
That's the whole point of it.
I know it is. And I tell you what, these underground or covered areas in Dreaming City, I mean, it's just really spooky. I mean, it's really cool looking. I just like that stuff. I don't know. I'm just flipping through your Instagram here, but yeah, I mean, even some of the indoor areas, like like in the Helm where the communication centers are in the Helm, you can see the light piercing through and hitting the ground, like through a window, and I guess the Helm where is the Helm? By the way, is it in space? Is it floating in space?
No, it's in the tower.
Okay.
It's just it doesn't say where it is along the wall. That's the only big thing. You can see a hangar below, but that's not the hangar that's attached to the tower itself.
Be nice if
there's no bounty for him to find out where this is, so he doesn't know.
They need to have a bounty where we actually unlock clues where it opens a staircase and we can just walk up there. Sorry, just ignore me. Well, man, I tell you what, just the fact that the images, I mean, these are Bungie quality images. I mean, when Bungie puts out,
thank you,
like they put out their 4K images that we could use for wallpaper of the Deepstone Crypt in the computer room. Mm-hmm. I still have that on one of my monitors today, and just fantastic shots. But now I'm looking at your stuff, all in like ultra high def, and it's just, I don't know, man. It's just really beautiful. It's hard to say on an audio podcast, how to explain to people how cool these images are. But let me ask you this, is there a certain process you go through when you're setting up a shot? I know Hazel kind of touched on this a little bit, but what is your step process? Do you have any kind of step process, or is it just, hey, that looks cool and I'll come back and get it later?
It's usually more of like a, hey, I'll come back and get that later. Occasionally I'll be like, all right, I need to take a few photos in this raid or like in this area or something like that. And I'll go around and I'll look around, see what's cool, what's not cool, that kind of stuff. But sometimes that stuff's really hard, like especially with the raids, because you're at a checkpoint and you can't go forward or backwards. So like ones like Last Wish were easy because you could use the wish ball and just jump to whatever point in the raid you want.
Right.
But other ones, like I don't have about half of the Deepstone Crypt shot. And I'd really love to. Like, I don't have anything from like the spacewalk or anything like that. I got like first encounter and last encounter. Like, that's it. Because those are what I had checkpoints for, that I could run in and just go take photos.
Right.
Okay. Well, I have an open invitation for you. So whenever you want to do like a Deepstone Crypt and you want to take like an hour taking pictures and stuff,
let's do it.
As long as there's bounties, I'll be there.
Oh, dear God.
I'll be there. I'll help out. As long as there's a bounty tied to it.
Okay. Well, ignoring him, was there, so there's like a couple questions that I want to know. So like, what was the first picture that you put up that like blew up? Do you know what that was? Or do you think that you've blown up? I mean,
you have a pretty big following.
Yeah, I've grown a significant amount on Twitter since I started posting there in May, which has been very nice. Let me see if I can find
just this May?
Some of my more liked ones. I just started posting Twitter on Twitter in May.
That's amazing.
I've been posting on Instagram for a bit over a year.
Sure.
I think I started there like June of last year.
Okay.
So the first one that made me like actually realize how big this could be was the second shot that I posted on Twitter, because that one exploded compared to my Instagram. It was right after Vault of Glass had launched, and it was right in the boss room, like right where Atheon would be.
Oh, and yeah, I remember that one that you took.
Blew up compared to everything else I had ever done on social media, and I loved it. I mean, it was definitely like a confidence booster for saying like, hey, maybe I'm doing something that's kind of cool here.
Yeah, because I mean, I remember that one. It was taken from like the upper right angle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then I went back and took other shots from almost that same angle in the past and future instances as well. And those ones got a big jump too.
Nice.
Do you mind if we post your favorite, my favorite, and Hazel's favorite in our Instagram?
Go for it.
Okay. Why don't we that cool with you, Hazel? We each pick one.
Sure.
We'll post it in our notes. And Hazel's our Instagram account manager, so we'll let him post those. Thank you, man. That'd be really cool.
Yeah, thank you. One thing that I did want to throw out there is that for anybody who doesn't know, it's like, I mean, this isn't just like somebody takes a picture and then like, tweaks it and does stuff like this. These are all unedited, right?
These are all raw, 100%. I add my watermark in the bottom right corner. That's it.
I can't imagine how long it takes you to set that up to get the right perspective just right for you can take it. You've kind of inspired me to want to try to do it now. Put HUD mode off, but I can only do a 1080.
The ropes.
I can only do I got a 4K monitor, but I can only do I could take a 4K. Nah, we'll see. We'll talk later.
He
right.
He doesn't know. He can take pictures of bounties.
Geography's hard, math's hard, and photography's hard. Yeah.
So that's awesome.
Well, do you have any other specific questions for him, Hazel? We want to jump into our final signature questions here.
I mean, maybe like what inspires you to take a picture?
I'd probably just say the scenery, honestly. The game's, like I said, drop dead gorgeous. There's so many spots in this world that or rather this whole universe that are astounding. And the team at Bungie does a terrific job of just making the best thing that they can, and it looks amazing.
So if the if the Bungie art department had contacted you and said, "Hey, we can't fly you up, but if you want to fly up and meet us at a certain time, we'll let you in and show you behind the scenes," do you jump 100%. At that? I would too.
Absolutely.
I'm not even.
My sister lives in Seattle. I'll stay there. I'm staying for a week.
Perfect. There you go, man. Just wear a mask. You'll be good. Oh, that's awesome, man. Good deal.
Great.
Obviously, we kind of know what your gamer tag's about. I usually ask people what's behind your gamer tag, but I mean, it's kind of self-explanatory. But do you have any other gamer tags that you go by?
I go by Bobzilla26 over on PlayStation.
There we go.
And that's what I used to be on Steam.
Not many people probably know that, do they?
No, they don't.
So we got a little exclusive tonight. I like this. Nice.
So the background behind that one is my name is Bobby.
Mm-hmm.
You guys didn't know that. And back when I was a little kid, probably like 2 or so, my sister would set up like doll houses and stuff like that. And then be like, oh no, here comes Bobby. And he's coming into the room. And I'd knock everything over and I'd be pulling stuff off the dollhouse and stuff like that, and my parents started calling me Bobzilla, so that's where that came from.
Oh, that's awesome. How long have you had that gamer tag?
Since I started online gaming.
Wow.
Back on like PS3.
Isn't that crazy when you pick a gamer tag, how long you're going to hang on to it? It's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's your identity.
I love people who like regret their old gamer tags. They're like, oh, geez, like, this is just...
Like XX,
I'm like...
bracket, instigator, bracket, XX.
Underscore 420.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my God. Well.
All right. Well, sir, do you have any other hobbies besides gaming and I would guess photography?
I don't know. I just consume a lot of content on the internet, I'd say. Just watching shows and stuff on YouTube, learning things, all that kind of stuff.
Nice.
YouTube isn't
anything that you've watched or learned recently?
I was actually watching this kind of like mini documentary series last night. I forget the name of the channel, but they were talking about like all sorts of things within our solar system that and some of them like touched on things that are in Destiny. So they talked about like Io and Europa and stuff like that, and I was like, that's really cool. And like I watched other ones about like how the universe started, like with the Big Bang and all that stuff, and so that was a pretty cool one.
Nice.
YouTube can be a rabbit hole, man.
Oh yeah.
My God. You said you had another one?
Yeah. I mean, I like to watch like recaps of things that I've seen and stuff like that. So like whether it's a review, like a going over like behind like the little details of Shang-Chi or like the Marvel movies or like Star Wars movies, breaking things down, like that kind of stuff. I really like that too. And like the development of games and stuff like that. Like if you don't watch Did You Know Gaming, absolutely watch that. That is an incredible channel. They post great stuff that's all about like how they made like the games that you play. Like
Really?
And like things that were unreleased and things that have never seen the light of day. It's really cool channel.
Did you know gaming?
Did you know gaming? Yep.
Got it.
Yeah, exactly. I wrote that down too.
Did you hear my pen click? Sorry. I've got to write that down. Okay, this is one of my favorite questions, and Hazel, we'll let you finish out. What is one thing about you that maybe the community might not know about you?
For this, were you thinking more personal or just like...
It could be whatever you want it to be.
Anything. I mean, you did tell us about Bobzilla, which is...
Yeah, that kind of counted, but I want another one. Sorry.
Damn, you're greedy.
Totally okay.
I am greedy.
I bit off part of my tongue once.
Ooh, how'd that happen?
I was probably like 7 or 8, I'd say. I was playing at the park with some of my friends and stuff like that. And when I was a kid, I liked to jump off stuff.
Okay.
Why? I don't know. I'd jump down the stairs. I'd see how many stairs I could jump. Like, I'd jump out of trees. I'd jump off of slides, and that's how this one happened. I jumped off of one of those, like, kind of like curly Q slides that goes, like, spirals down. I jumped off that, and I hit my chin on my knee,
I know
which forced my mouth closed.
Oh.
And it lopped off. Well, it didn't lop it off, but it left hanging like the tip of my tongue.
Oh.
Did they have to sew it back on?
No.
You just
reattached itself.
Oh my God. That is weird.
Yeah.
Can you taste on the tip of your tongue still?
Yeah.
That's cool, man. That's so
works
cool.
was fine, but it started turning gray and stuff like that. It's wild.
No! Whoa! It's just bruised.
It's fine now.
It was just bruised, probably. Now, did you skateboard when you were younger?
Not really.
Okay.
I did some of those like outdoor things, like we would bike and skateboard in the alleyway and stuff like that. And one of the best ones was we would tie a like a rope to a bike. And then we'd pull the other person around on like an office chair.
We used to do that all the time. We did that all the time. Shit. It was so cool. Yeah, we would
dangerous. But then we'd try to go off like we had little ramps and stuff too that you could throw out.
We would use everything. We would have like a piece of metal someone would hang on and ski behind the bike.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we did
shovel.
Shovel. We do all kinds of stuff, man. It was crazy, man. The stuff we did when we were young. All right, Hazel, take us out, man.
All right. So, do you have a motto or mantra that you live by, or a couple of them?
I don't know. Not really. I mean, kind of just treat everyone equally and be cool with one another. Don't be a dick.
Golden rule. Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
I don't exactly know if that's the golden rule. Don't be a dick, but it is.
Well, I mean, treat
TLDR. Don't be a dick. Yeah.
Well, that's the TLDR version, but treat others like you'd want to be treated.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good way to live. That's for sure.
Definitely.
Well, I don't know if he knew about this, Hazel, but speedrun. You got a speedrun coming up? You know about the speedrun? Have you heard about this?
I have.
All right. Yes. We got a gamer here. I love it.
Super excited.
I love this. Oh, I can't wait to hear his answers. All right. We're going to do that right after this.
Call the Praxic Order. Call the Thanatonauts, the Jinsen Scribes. Call everyone so they can witness you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. This segment is called the Speed Run. This is where we have a database of over 250 randomly asked questions, and Guardian Photographer here will have 90 seconds to answer as many as he can. These are short 1 or 2 word answers, and we're going to keep track of how many questions are answered by each of our guests in each episode. And the questions are randomly asked, so no one can memorize the order, and just answer what quickly comes to mind. At the end of the year, the guest with the most questions answered will win a nice prize. Tonight, I'm going to ask the questions randomly from our list. Hazel is our timekeeper and quality control expert. In the event of a questionable answer, Hazel's decision will be final. So I ask you, GP, you ready?
Let's do it.
Hazel?
Yes, sir.
3, 2, 1. Warlock, Titan, or Hunter?
Titan.
What is your favorite Destiny 2 weapon?
Gnawing Hunger.
Void, Solar, Arc, or Stasis?
Arc.
First gaming console?
PS1.
Cake or pie?
Cake.
Burgers or burritos?
Burritos.
Should there be freelance solo strikes?
Yes.
Favorite salty snack?
Chips.
M&M's or Smarties?
M&M's.
Favorite ice cream flavor?
Chocolate.
Batman or Spider-Man?
Spider-Man.
What's the best sandwich?
Reuben.
Can you drive a stick shift?
No.
Who would you rather fight, Vex, Fallen, or Hive?
Vex.
What's your favorite Destiny planet?
Titan.
Europa, yay or nay?
Yay.
Who's the best bounty hunter, Gatr, Dog, or the Mandalorian?
Boba Fett.
Eater of Worlds or Crown of Sorrow raid?
Crown of Sorrow.
Describe yourself in one word.
Strange.
Sunset or sunrise?
Sunset.
Who would win, the Mindbender or the Machinist?
Mindbender.
Flat or sparkling water?
Flat.
What number am I thinking of?
18.
Most used app on your phone?
Twitter.
Grenades or melees?
Melees.
Is Telesto the besto?
Yesto.
What would be your spirit animal?
Snake.
Is chili soup?
No.
Winter or Summer Olympics?
Winter.
Nice. Some interesting answers on these. Not what I expected.
What threw you for a loop?
The snake. I like it. And strange. I like that too. I like those answers. It's just kind of like 90 seconds of getting to know you. It's really cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, good deal.
Like
good
that.
Deal. I think you did pretty respectable here. Hazel, how do you do?
Hit 29.
That's what I got too.
All right.
Nice job. That's a solid score, man. I got
Thank
2,
you.
so don't worry about it. I don't think. Well, actually, we got a couple who got 0, and we have one person that got 1 that's contesting that he got 0. He's trying to threaten to take us to court on it, but yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Yeah. The
We get
hazards of
Yeah,
doing a game show.
yeah, we get sued by everybody. It's crazy. I don't know how Family Feud gets through. I don't know, really don't. Anyway, I've got a great question for all you listeners out there. Do you have a great speed run? Do you have a great question for our speed run? If that's a yes, then join our Discord. Enter them in our speed run question ideas channel, and then we'll add them to next year's speed run. Just remember, they need to be yes or no, 1 or 2 word answers, either or questions, or what's your favorite will also be accepted. And then as a reward at the end of the year, we're going to have 2 drawings for a $25 gift card of your choice, and you can enter up to 5 questions to go into the drawing. So good luck. All right. Well, that means it is time for This Week at Bungie. Second week of Season of the Lost. This week at Bungie. What's going on this week, Hazel?
Well, not much. Thank God.
Thank God.
Because after 5 weeks in a row of massive meaty twabs, we've been able to, breathe.
By the way, we missed the over under on 2 Titans and a Hunter's length of their show. We both are way over.
Yeah,
Jealous
I
is way
haven't
over
listened
too.
to it yet. I was worried about that actually. I didn't know how they got that short on time. I think they're doing another part. They have to be.
Yeah, I think so. I think they're maybe splitting it up. I don't know. Anyway,
Yeah. Over the month. Yeah. So, all right. This week at Bungie, they start off with basically the embodied trailer or the clip from Season of the Lost there, with good old our buddy Osiris being tortured. It's fantastic.
Yep.
Then we have Stepping Up. So in here, it's Direct Relief, Team Rubicon, and Bungie is basically doing their giveaways and things like that. So there we go. After that, they did something cool. Dr. Lupo played the Deepstone Crypt with basically an orchestra behind him.
Yeah, I think.
So-
RNG Gatr.
RNG.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had some teammates, some clanmates that were in there with him when he was doing this too.
Nice.
So yeah, that was pretty cool with him. He partnered up with Intel for that too. So
That's neat.
yeah. So a little too hot with this. The Lawrence driver is basically giving wall hacks, and that has been fixed now. So that's a fun fact for everybody there. Then shit's broken. Lots of shit's broken. Movies. Oh, quick note with the movies. The Savathun song, for all you Marvel fans, you need to check that out. It's pretty great. And then also for you anime fans, the Witch Queen anime opening is absolutely just spot on. If you watch anime and that, it's spot on with what you'd see in an anime for Witch Queen. So, yeah.
Okay.
There we go. And then awesome artwork. Yep. And aside from that, there was a cat, I believe.
Oh, no. I didn't catch it this week. Cosmo, where'd you put it?
A cat?
Yeah, there's a cat in every Cosmo TWAB.
Usually it's a period. He puts a link.
Nope. Not this week. Not a period.
Oh, it's not on a period?
Yep. I found it right away.
I didn't know that.
What? You didn't know that? See? I'm not the only one. I feel better now. Thank you for that.
What?
He's just catering to you. It's okay.
Is that it? You making me feel better? Okay.
No, I legitimately did not know this.
Oh, wait a minute. No, that's not it. That can't be it. No.
Is it like in the strings of text itself?
Yeah.
Or?
Oh, yeah. He hides it in the text.
Yeah, he hides it in every TWAB. Okay. If you do a search on here for DMG.
DMG.
Yeah. I think it's... He calls out... Maybe he just says Dylan or something like that. But it's an apostrophe.
Oh.
So an apostrophe was replaced with a cat?
A cat image, yeah. Cosmo hides it.
You click on the apostrophe. It's a link. It's a hyperlink to... Oh, here it is. Editor's note. There it is, yeah. Under movies. It says, editor's note. Listen, Cosmo, I keep telling you, I'm not evil.
Oh my god, that's so funny. I didn't know that.
Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? He hides him like that. Let's see what the cat looks like. I'm curious.
That's awesome.
That's great.
He always have the weirdest views of cats. That's so cool.
Yep.
Damn, now I'm gonna have to look for that every time.
It's only when Cosmo does it. Dylan doesn't do it. DMG doesn't do it.
That's funny.
Yeah. That's so cool.
So, there we go. Look at that. All right. And aside from that, Iron Banner's going on. I don't know. Have you guys been seeing... I don't know, like, how you spend your days in the Destiny-verse and stuff like that, besides bounties and Iron Banner for Gatr. But they've actually been, like, doing interviews. I mean, Joe Blackburn, and Justin Truman. They've been, like, talking about Gallahorn. They've been talking about the Witch Queen. They've been talking about weapon.
I saw those, yeah.
I mean, I'm like, wow, they're like going. I mean, they're like promoting this more than they promoted anything else.
Yeah, I was surprised.
Else get that feeling?
I was surprised when I heard about those two articles. Oh, I heard about the two. The one about the I got real excited reading the one about the weapon crafting, because it was exactly what I was hoping it was, where you actually can customize your weapon depending on how you use it and what type of challenge. They have like individual challenges on how you what in other words, if you like, let's just say you like frenzy on a weapon for PvE and you like to use it in mobs and stuff, there'll be a way you can get frenzy for whatever weapon you want. And they acted like it was going to be on a lot of weapons, not just the Spaith, what is it called? The
glaive.
The glaive. Not just the glaive, but they're talking about all the Witch Queen season weapons. And then they alluded to say that definitely they're going to be bringing in all the past weapons eventually too. Not all, but a lot of them.
Well, they've said that already. I mean,
yeah. Was there anything you wanted to touch on those articles?
Well, they did mention, they hinted at what raid would be coming back.
They did.
Ooh.
Yes. The first hint was they said that it's one of the longer ones.
I like it.
So immediately you can cross off Crota's End.
Thank God.
Mm-hmm.
Hey!
I know that's your favorite.
Blasphemous!
I know you did that raid a lot, and you did a lot of Sherpas on that raid. But people are going to get bored of that raid pretty quick because it's a short raid. It's one of the shortest.
People are bored of. I mean, how do you get bored of something short?
I don't know. King's Fall just sounds like if they bring back the King's Fall weapons, I'm going to be pumped because those are my favorite raid weapons of all the raids.
I can get over things short pretty quick. Kind of over Harbinger and Presage or Presage or however you want to pronounce it.
Yeah, I haven't run in a while. That's for sure.
I haven't run.
They're pinnacles right now.
I know. I see them. I see it there, but I'm just like, I
run Presage every week.
Really?
At least twice.
Okay.
So usually it's like once solo, just so I can try it and get flawless, and then after that, it's also me trying to get all of the notes and things.
Yeah, the collectibles because they rotate every week. Yeah.
Yeah, I did all those during the season.
Yeah, I did too.
So
yeah, I didn't.
Out of the way. Oof.
I was just like, I'll do it later, and then I forgot, and later came and went. So later is now.
Yep.
So yeah, and then usually I'll see like an LFG, and I'll be like, oh hell, I can do this quick. So I'll just jump into that and knock that out for somebody.
All right, cool. Anything else you want to bring up on the articles?
Well, I mean, just that it seems that they're hinting that it's going to be King's Fall.
I hope so. I really do.
All right.
I've got so many King's Fall runs.
Yeah, same here. Well, I mean, they're going to change something with it.
Yeah, they'll make the dick wall even harder or something, I'm sure.
That was the period where I wasn't playing Destiny, so I haven't done that.
Oh, you're missing out, man. That's one of my, and
I've heard so many good things.
People were saying it was going to be the other raid, the Fallen raid on
Wrath of the Machine.
Wrath of the Machine, which I will not complain if that's that either, because the weapons and armor on that raid are fantastic as well. And
but it's not a long raid though.
Yeah, but it's very mechanic based, and for people
said it's not one of the short ones.
Okay, well I guess it's, I don't know.
So
that wasn't a super short raid. It was just more methodical. I don't know. King's Fall is gorgeous. I mean, that's the one Luke Smith was working on. It's a gorgeous raid.
No, he did.
No, he did King's Fall.
He did Vault.
I thought he did King's Fall too. Oh, I may be wrong. Luke Smith, you can message me and let me know if I'm wrong.
Yeah, with that restraining order and all.
Oh, he can still message me, right? I just can't get within 500 yards of his home. That's all.
Yeah.
That bathrobe incident.
Yeah. Don't go into somebody's bathroom when they don't expect you.
I thought he was a Jedi. Come on, man. Anyway, all right, cool. Short and sweet.
Long story.
Yeah. A lot of It's like an episode 2, I think. Yeah. So.
Aside from that, not much else going on. Just a lot of Witch Queen news and a lot of interviews still going around. So
I tell you what, man, October. I'm really pumped about October because October 22nd, you have Battlefield 2042 coming out. The beta is going to be the leak is September 22nd. So that's about a month away from the release, which I'm okay with that because I got a lot to do in Destiny. But Dune is coming out on October 22nd. They just had the premiere in Vienna, and in Italy. Vienna, no, not in Italy, and they had a standing ovation. People said it was just a fantastic movie from the early reviews of it, and I'm so pissed. I was at the theater tonight. And I said, "Where's the Dune? Where's the Dune preview? Where's the Dune preview?" I was so pissed. Anyway.
My showing had one.
Mine didn't. Our theater didn't show it. I was like, I guess they have a limit on how many they can show. It's already like 20 minutes of previews, but still, I wanted to see Dune. I was in the big Dolby theater, with the Dolby speakers and rumble seats and stuff. I love when those
I've never done the Rumble seats.
Oh, it's so cool. It's so cool. It's the AMC, the Dolby Theater at the AMC Theaters. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. How do we get off on... Oh, never mind. I do that all the time. You'll get used to it. All right, thanks, Hazel. Appreciate it. And I think we're getting to my favorite part of the show. This is where we get our questions from our community. So without further ado, let's get on to that. Be right back.
Hey Guardians, would you like to send us a question for the show? Well, there's 4 ways to do it.
Number 1, join our Discord server. There's a join link in our show notes. We have some great gamers in there, by the way, and you can just lurk or hang out or jump right in and talk with us. There's also a channel labeled Podcast Questions where you can type in your question for the show.
You can also email us at guardiandowncast@gmail.com, or we also tweet out almost every week about our upcoming show, guest, and you can respond there with your questions at guardian_d_cast is our Twitter handle.
Finally, you can send us a voicemail with your questions at speakpipe.com/guardiandowncast. Remember, that's all one word. And we'll play it on the show for you guys.
Speakpipe is honestly my favorite thing. But anyway, thank you for all you guys do, and toddles.
And later, Guardian. Okay, boys and girls, it's that time of the week. This is where we get our questions from our community. And man, do we always get fantastic questions every week. Thank you for that, guys. We're going to start out with a SpeakPipe, which is our voice mail system that you can send a voice recording to us. Remember to go to speakpipe.com/guardiandowncast, all one word. If you want to send us a voicemail, we'll put it on our show and hear your lovely voice. So be sure to do that. Meanwhile, we're going to listen to Mr. Scumdeath Bastardo right now.
Hello, Scumdeath here. I'm just about to dive in on the new Destiny update. I know it installed really quickly, and then the PS4 Pro is like, I thought we was ready to go, and then it's gone copying. Right. Oh, it's been going for a couple of minutes now. Oh, we're on 6%. I thought I was about to jump in. 6%. So I'm on PS Pro. So this is going to take a while now. I've only got an hour. So by the time the hour is up that I've got to play, it will have installed, and then I'll have to go to bed. So my question is, does the PS5 copy Destiny and take ages, or is it immediate? Because this is annoying. It's always been annoying, but it's really annoying now. It's annoying me right now. Because by the time this installs, I'm going to bloody bed. Anyway, love you all. Oh, God, I need a PS5. Love you.
Thank you, Mr. Scumdeath. PS5. Do you have a PS5? GP?
I don't. Nope. Mm-mm.
I have one, and it is definitely faster at copying. They've I think it's just mainly because the processor's faster. But yeah, unfortunately, it still downloads and then it has to copy. For some reason,
does it take days? Like
no,
for PS4?
It can take a while. Depends on your download speed, but the processor on a PS4 is a little bit slower, and usually the download's not what takes time. It's all the copying. For some reason, PlayStation doesn't download Destiny apps or Destiny updates like, from what I heard, Xbox and definitely PC. PC takes not even a minute to download. So nice. It's so nice. It's like, ready to play? I'm like, oh yeah, yeah, I'm ready to play. Let's do it. Whereas PS4 and PS5, it's like, download complete. I'm like, all right. And just like Uncle Scumdeath said, he goes, oh, wait a minute. What's going on? Yeah, it has to, I guess it takes files out and then it replaces them copies over the old files or something. I don't understand exactly what's happening, but unfortunately the PS5 still does the same thing. I don't know if it's just a bad linkage with Bungie. I don't understand, but any comment on this, Hazel?
Well, I mean, from what I've heard, I mean, the main issue is that seems to me that what the from what I gathered, is that you have to have enough space on it for the game to be on there twice.
Right.
Because it downloads it again, and then it copies it again, and then you have basically 2 copies on there, and then it deletes the other copy once the first copy is, or once the second copy is good.
Yeah, it's antiquated, isn't it, how it does it?
Yeah, because not that I've done this, but so there was an update, like the last update on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
I don't endorse this behavior at all. I would never do such a thing. But I know somebody that does a podcast, and it's talking right now, that got on their phone and did Game Pass on their phone with Destiny right after the update. And it said, there's an update. I installed it. Or basically, I didn't have to click install. It just said, hey, there's an update installing right now. Once it installed, done. So I was on in a matter of like moments.
Yeah, I don't understand why PlayStation takes so long. It doesn't make sense, but oh well, Destiny's always been that way. It's just I think. Wait,
you mean PlayStation?
I mean, PlayStation has always been that way, and Destiny's always been that way as far as it has to copy on PS, any kind of PlayStation system. So
I would bet money that it's a PlayStation thing, not a Bungie thing or Destiny thing or.
Yeah, every game does that on PlayStation.
Yeah, it does. Every game is the same.
Yeah,
it's just their way they do things. So, oh well. I guess we'll have to endure, I guess. I'll have to,
Or you can get an Xbox. And,
I'll just have to play, I'll just have to...
Stick with PC.
I'll just, I'll just have to endure playing 120 frames per second at 4K on PS5.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, well.
Ow, let me twist your arm a little bit more.
Ow, okay. Ow! Let go. All right. Okay, now we had some questions. We did a little differently this week. We actually had our guest pick some questions that he thought were interesting, and... we're going to start with those. So who wants to get started?
I can.
Okay.
I can start. So the first question was from Easy, August 24th.
Mm-hmm.
And it says, question for the show. Destiny officially has 8 soundtracks, unless they released one for Beyond Light, which they did. Out of all that music, what is your favorite Destiny song?
Ooh. Okay.
And we usually start with our guest.
Yeah.
So
I'm ready.
All right.
Wow, you're that quick. Okay.
Oh,
I'm not googling anything at all. Sorry, I was watching a movie today, guys.
Mine is. It's literally just titled "Prophecy" from the Prophecy Dungeon. It's the boss music. It is incredible. It's all synthy and mystic and spacey. It fits the theme so well for the 9. Like,
Nice.
I actually have a lot of the music on my transitions, and I would say
Listens to them.
Oh, I do. I've got them all listed. I have all of them. I actually bought the big pack of all of them. And except the very newest, I still need to get that one. But I don't know. I would say the Fanatic from I guess this would be from. This is from the. Hold on. This is from Forsaken.
Yeah.
Yeah, which was my favorite one. Well, it's just I don't know what it was. The Forsaken really just was a game changer for me. When the Forsaken content dropped, and the music is so heavy, and in fact, the transition you hear going into our TWAB is actually from that soundtrack. So, not that song, but it's from the soundtrack. So yeah. What about you, Hazel? What's your favorite, man?
So when I first read this question, I mean, I know that there's been a lot of music in Destiny and everything else, but I immediately, like in the pit of your stomach, you just immediately get that feeling. And for me, it just pulled me right to the last array from D1.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
Mm-hmm.
And it just, I mean, that's just, to me, that was the moment that kind of sold the game for me. So it's like, I'm standing there, I'm fighting the hive. They're like coming at me at waves and waves and everything else. And I was like, I mean, it's like one of like the earliest missions in the game. I think it's like level like 4 or something like that. And I was just freaking out because, oh my God, there's this hive guy with a sword. And, you know, you're trying to defend this array from like raising up out and everything. And you're just like freaking out. And all of a sudden the music crescendos and you're just like, this is great.
Man, the music is always fantastic. It's very rich. I mean, they spend a lot of money on their music production. It's really, really beautiful stuff. Full orchestras. I mean, it's fantastic.
I wish that I played with the music more. I wish I played with it on more because I really don't. Because I want to hear 99 times out of 100, I'm in a party with somebody and, you know, and I want to hear them talking.
I always put it at like 3. I always have it like just barely playing in the background just to give a little.
Yeah, I have it a little dimmed too.
Yeah, just to give a little
playing with other people.
Little flavor, you know, a little flavor. Because when you launch in on Crucible matches and stuff, I always like it. It's very built up, flying in. I always like hearing it. But yeah, as you get to playing, especially Crucible, you get so involved in telling everybody where everybody's going and me bitching and moaning about how someone shotgunned me again. And usually the music doesn't matter then. But yeah.
Yeah, you just drown it out. But yeah.
Exactly. All right. Let's see. I will go with the ones that our guest picked here. So I will go next, and I'm going to pick. Do we pick? Yeah, we pinned him. Okay. Okay. This is from Tao, Mistress of Dusty Drapes. Question for the show: how do you really feel about no new darkness subclasses in year 5? Since you picked this one, GP, what do you think?
I don't know. I mean, I get why they did it, but I am a little bit disappointed. I'd love to have some sort of, like, hive poison theme or something like that. Like, that's the one that always gets brought up and stuff like that. I mean, it makes sense. They've been balancing stasis this whole time, so they haven't really had a whole lot of time to work on something new, and they don't want to bring something in new that, like, will just break the game again, like Stasis did. Yeah. I'd love one. If they could hash one out in 6 months, that'd be great. But that's not going to happen. So, I don't know. I've already kind of come to terms with it, that we're stuck with just being Stasis as a darkness ability for now.
Yeah. What do you think, Hazel?
Yeah, I'm the same. I was pretty bummed when I heard about this too, because I was actually listening to Joe Blackburn talking on Twitch about this, and he said it and I wrote it down and I was all bummed. I thought I was going to have an exclusive until he really said the same thing on the TWAB, and then I was just like, all right, fine, be that way. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I was kind of bummed just because, I mean, you know, that's what I wanted.
Oh, I know you wanted it.
Yeah, I wanted Vapor. I wanted, or whatever they're going to call
Decay.
it. Well,
Decay,
I think I mean, cool. According to the leak, it's going to be called Vapor.
Vapor. Okay.
Ooh.
Like poisonous vapor.
Yeah.
All right. You know what? Honestly, my first feelings when I heard they we're going to create any new darkness subclasses, I think they got spooked. When they put Stasis out, I don't think it hit as well as they thought it would. I mean, the very first show we did about the leak that Stasis was coming, what did I say? People are not going to like to be frozen in the Crucible. They're not going to like it. And especially if you have to do a secondary thing to shatter them or whatever, and not just an instant kill like your light subclasses do. I just had a feeling this was going to be an issue so long ago. And I think maybe they said, you know what? We got enough things to deal with right now with a new Witch Queen coming up. You know, when they were doing the planning for Witch Queen and all that. Obviously, they didn't do it last minute here. I really like that they're messing with the subclasses, because I think, like they mentioned last week's TOB, what they're doing with the Void subclasses, man, I can see all kinds of team building here with the way these subclasses are built. A lot of them complement each other, and I'm I'm ready to see. I'm ready to see what they pull out. And I knew that they were going to go with that stasis UI, that new UI on the subclass trees. I knew that was going to be the way things are going to be in the future. And I guess they have to roll it out slowly, like they mentioned earlier, that they couldn't do it all at once. So I don't know. I think they got a little spooked. I may be wrong, but that's the first thing I thought of was, they probably didn't like hearing about stasis being so overpowered and people not liking it. I mean, True Vanguard refuses to use stasis, any stasis, even a stasis weapon. He won't use it. But of course, he does have that new sidearm now, so I think he's broken that vow. But
you know what? I mean, I really could care less about True Vanguard. And whatever the hell he decides to do.
There we go.
Okay?
Not going to be a guest on our show. Thank you very much. Hazel.
Well, I mean, he can be, and I mean, I can tell him flat out that
then he could burn you.
I really. Well, I mean, he can. I mean, whatever. But I'm going to be like, hey, I mean, I respect you. I do. I mean, you're amazing at PvP and everything, but when it comes to your opinions, I don't care. But it's just, I don't think that they were scared. I just think that I think that
you think it was according to plan? You think they had this all along? I don't think so either.
No, I don't think so. I think that the original plan was to bring out a darkness subclass and another one and that kind of thing, but that was under the old regime, basically.
Right.
And I think that under Joe Blackburn and Justin, that they're like, hey, let's go ahead and let's do this. Let's make things fair and let's go with it.
People are very nostalgic, man. I know I am. I still to this day use Voidwalker, even though Nova Bomb is probably not the most effective super. I just love it because I can shut down supers with it. That's the only reason I use it. I see someone coming in with tickle fingers to kill my team. I'm going to shut them down. I may not get a lot of kills and people can outrun the Slova, but it works very effectively for that. And I'm just so used to using it. I'm just set in my ways, man. I like what I like, and I probably don't try as many things as I should, but I don't know. That's just the feeling I got when I first heard that they weren't bringing back another Darkness subclass. So,
because I mean, if anything, you know what they're going to do? They're going to Bungee-ize it, and basically they're going to say, "Hey, you know what? It was overpowered before with stasis. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring it back, and it's going to be kind of nerfed immediately. And then they're going to go ahead and bring it. They're going to have to increase the damage and things like that with it.
Right.
So they're gonna go the other way with it, which, I understand completely.
Yeah. I like the move. I like the direction though. I'm just nostalgic though. And I've always wanted them to improve the Void, but I'm so happy they're doing Void first. So, okay.
Yeah, that kind of stinks, but I understand.
I mean, that stinks. That's awesome.
Yeah. I mean, I'm excited for the changes.
Yeah.
What about you, Bob? Are you excited for the changes? What do you think?
I'm excited for Void changes. I think they'll be kind of cool. I like that every class kind of can do the things that were specific to one another. Like I can be a Titan and run Devour, or I can be a Warlock and go Invis and stuff like that. I think that them bringing all of those things together just as Void as a whole will really let people try new things and experiment with what they can do.
It seems to me like Bungie has still crafting builds to make them more flexible, but they never really want to go backwards to the old trees the way they used to be. I kind of like the aspect and fragment system. I really do.
Yeah.
I like the way they're doing that.
Really customize what you're doing.
Yeah.
Stasis turret is amazing for Grandmasters.
Oh, yes. I just stumbled onto that. I love it. Did I just say that? I just said that out loud.
Stumbled on it.
I might have seen.
You see what I have to deal with?
I might have seen Astercross mention it worked really well in a Nightfalls. So.
Yeah. He just stumbled upon it. Just
Yeah, I did.
He was walking down the road one day.
Yeah, I just said, "Whoa, what's this?"
He was walking around the glassway. He was like, "Oh,
stasis grenade! It turns into a turret. Nice
stasis turret.
Look at that! Imagine that.
All these overloads will get off my ass."
Exactly. Yeah. Oh man,
I had $1 for every time I heard that.
Jeez. All right, Hazel. What else we got?
All right. From Golden God, 829. Question for the show. If you could name your ghost, what would you name it?
Ooh.
This was a fun one. This was the first one that I saw. Like, ooh. I'd probably go with something like old timey. I don't know why, but I just love like old timey names for things that are like futuristic and like I'd name him like Bartholomew or something.
Yeah.
Like,
I see where you're heading there.
like a name no one uses anymore. Like, how often do you see someone named Bartholomew now? Like,
yeah.
It's just like an old timey name for something that's like new.
That's the sci-fi in you. They do that a lot in sci-fi movies.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like a nostalgic name to remember how it was back in the day when things weren't so barren and crazy. Now that the future's, yeah, I got you. All right.
Gatr, your answer?
I mean, I want to say Gator Tail. I want to. That comes to mind, but that's not very creative. That's not very creative. I'd call it Hazel probably, because it follows me around and it can tell me what I don't need to be doing. And yeah, if we can name them,
because it's a pain in your ass.
Well, that too. And I can't shoot it, but I can swat it.
Like, oh geez, we're going to the tower again for bounties.
Oh, I'd love it. Give me those voice lines. Give me them. I'll take it. Yeah. Well, we know what
M for mature.
Exactly.
This is your third trip to Banshee today.
Yeah, come on, man.
There's an app for this, right?
He just starts breaking the fourth wall.
Oh shit! I love it. And yeah, that'd be awesome. What about you, Hazel?
Again, with this is like the first thing that came to my mind. I would have to go with Dinklebot.
Yeah, that is good. You can't fault that. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, I miss Peter Dinklage.
Yeah, I hear you.
You know, that dry delivery.
When I first got Destiny, I got the collector's edition that came with the Dinklebot ghost, and people want that thing so bad.
Yeah,
I love it.
Let's see. I have. You want to say something?
I was gonna say. I mean, there should be a way that you can get like the old lines back. Why? This is money opportunity here, guys. How come I can't have celebrity voices on my ghost? I mean, you would have to have them come in and record the tracks. I guess that would cost them too much.
That's a lot of tracks.
That's a lot of tracks. Yeah. Well, but
that's a lot of tracks.
They could do. Yeah, that's true. There's a lot of things they say. That would be a lot. I mean, all they have to do is just read off a list. I mean, it's their voice.
You have to get the context and stuff too. Like voice acting, it ain't easy.
Yeah, I get that. I guess that would be expensive. I mean, during COVID, it probably would have worked because a lot of celebrities probably could have done that. They weren't.
Well, apparently Mark Hamill did the voice of Nokris.
Did he really? I didn't know that. Cool. Okay, I'm going to pick another one here. This is from Chubby Wizard. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Question for the show. Do you guys think Bungie has recovered from the sunsetting fiasco? I think they have done a fantastic job with the new guns the last couple of seasons. When sunsetting happened, I was not happy about losing weapons I had worked to get. But I have to admit, Chroma Rush made me forget about my breakneck pretty quickly. Thanks. Love the show. What do you think? GP?
I think they kind of have. I feel like I'm at a point where it's been, almost a year now since they sunset everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of started getting into my head, like, all right, this thing's going to be out in a little bit, like during Season of Arrivals. So I started replacing things that were in my loadout with what was in the loot pool at the time. So, for example, I replaced my Recluse with a Gnawing Hunger.
Right.
And that's been with me since. I just hit 70,000 kills on that gun.
Wow.
I love it.
Yeah.
It is.
Damn. I think I got
That's
10.
my ad clear weapon.
I got 10, I think. Jeez.
I love that gun.
Wow.
That was one of the ones that I said in like the quick questions you did earlier.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You were like, favorite weapon? I was like, Gnawing Hunger.
That's
for sure.
right. You did.
That's
right.
It's.
I mean, it's a solid weapon. And the perks it has, like Demolition, I use it a lot when I'm running stories because I want my grenades back because there's usually a grenade bounty or something.
Mm-hmm.
So, but Okay.
Yeah, I think my gnawing hunger, I have two. It's Subsistence Demolitionist and Subsistence Rampage.
I have to say, I love Subsistence now since they made the changes
I went
to it.
Subsistence Swash because I'm a Titan and I like to punch things.
Yeah, I could see that. When I play Titan, I definitely am more punchy. That's for sure. My melees in Crucible are much faster. When I'm on my Warlock, it's like punch, tick, 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 punch.
Mm-hmm. You know, they really punch though. I thought they more like slapped somebody.
They palm them.
Well, we like palm energy at them, and they vaporize, except in not ever. They just kind of laugh and go, "What was that? Was that a mosquito?" Anyway, what about you, Hazel? You think they did a good job at it? Recovering?
I think that it's over now. I think that they've recovered nicely. I think that it's, I'm still holding on to, I think I put this question out in the Discord, and I've got, I think 36 guns from, that were sunset still in my inventory.
Really?
Yeah.
Got a good number too.
Yeah. I can't get rid of them. I don't want to, I've still got my Recluse. I've still got, pretty much all of the seasonal weapons I still have.
I haven't got rid of mine. And can I just say, Bungie, come on, man. It's 2021. Let us at least buy slots for our vault, please. Every week I'm having it, because all the new weapons, I have to admit, this season they have so many cool weapons they brought back. Boy, and I used to be pissed when they did sunsetting. I used to be pissed the fact that they're bringing back weapons that I already had. But the fact that they have all these cool new perks for these guns, Surplus being probably one I'm thinking of right now, that just have a totally different effect on the gun. I to answer Chubby Wizard's question, yeah, I think they've boomeranged all the way back the other way now, because if you look at Witch Queen, they're already going into weapon crafting, so it's almost like they've gone in the totally new direction and saying, listen, we know you like your guns, we know you have an attachment to a gun, like GP here, but now you can build it however way you want it and put your signature on it. So I think they've gone I think they've made a total 90-degree turn here. So, just the vault's killing me, man. Every week I'm having to shuffle weapons in and out, and I'm having to get rid of weapons that I really think are going to be fun to use, but I just don't have any place to put them. And this is across 3 characters.
And you don't know what's going to be meta next season. You could have something in your vault right now that will be incredible next season, like a really good scout or something like that. And like scouts aren't really meta right now in PvE.
Yep.
But next season they could be. And your hung jury could be incredible. You don't know that.
Well,
so you hold on to it.
Like they brought back the Scathlock. That thing owns in PvP right now.
Oh,
yeah.
Scathlock, yeah.
The Scathlock.
Scathe.
And the
pronunciation.
The Legal Action 2. I'm enjoying that one too. They have a lot of great weapons. I did finally get a Servant Leader, that fast firing scout rifle. I played 3 more hours of Gambit and got one the very first game and never saw one the rest of the night. I don't know what is up with the RNG, but
got 4 of those things.
You got to use that ghost mod.
Yeah.
Now,
Prosperity.
I will say I have a Galliard 42, the vault ones from when the forges were out, that were just knocking people on their butt in Crucible. But now that they're giving away the Saros Verse rifle, which is a Saros, pretty much a clone of that other rifle. It's the same, it's the same 600 RPM, same kind of Saros action on it. You get one about every 3rd or 4th game playing Crucible. I think I really don't want to do this, but I can't raise the value of these anymore. I might have to dismantle them. Wow. I'll think about it.
In those articles that I mentioned, they actually did talk about vault space.
They did? What'd they say?
They did.
I didn't see that.
Yeah. Don't get your hopes up.
Oh, come on, man.
$5, 100 slots, please.
Dude, I'll pay $1 a slot. I
don't know about that.
$10 for 10. Well, all right, $10 for 20 slots. I'll pay 50 cents a slot.
Damn. Yeah.
I mean,
his views do not represent everyone in our community.
I'm gonna get shit.
Ahead.
I'm gonna get shit from people next week, I'm sure. But I mean, I need slot. I mean, come on, this is a looter shooter. You got to give me some slots here. I mean, we had vaults everywhere in Borderlands. We could store guns and stuff. I don't know. I don't understand why we have such a limit on how much we store.
Well, what they said is that with weapon crafting coming, that it should hopefully minimize the need to carry so many guns.
Okay, I'm biting. If that's the case, and they're going to go that far with weapon crafting to guns we have, and they're going to bring back a wide variety of guns, and I'm okay with that. I'll make it work.
You could say that about sunsetting too, but we still keep our sunset guns. A good number of us still do, just out of nostalgia. Like
maybe they're hoping to kill two birds with one stone with the weapon crafting. I don't know. We'll have to see. We don't know enough really till we jump in game. In how many months? I lost count.
6.
Oh God, 6 months.
It's gonna be a long season.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, but I mean, it's one of those things, though. I mean, I think that it won't be that bad. I think we'll hold on to some stuff just because we're waiting to get that to grind out whatever it is. You know,
right.
So, say that they bring out a servant leader, that we can get and everything else. But, you got one that's not quite a god roll.
It's not.
So you're going to hold on to it until you get it. And then once you get it, then you can go ahead and dismantle it.
Mm-hmm. And then you can craft those god rolls now.
It definitely sounds like if whatever you unlock. So say you unlock everything for it. So say you unlock osmosis and whatever else in slots, 3 and 4. And it sounds like once you unlock them, that they're open for you whenever, and you can change these on the fly. It sounds like almost.
Right.
Oh, so you could have every single perk on a weapon?
Right.
Oh man.
Oh, that was kind of my thought initially. I had a thought a while back that it was what if every time you dismantled a weapon, you could hold on to one perk and put it into something else?
Oh, yeah.
That's what I wanted to see.
So, you could have, say, for example, I had 2 gnawing hungers, and I was like, all right, I really like this subsistence, kill clip one that I have, but I really want rampage on it too. I could infuse or dismantle, whatever system you want to work into it, the one that has rampage into the one that has kill clip, and then I would be able to swap between the 2 perks. That's kind of how I thought weapon systems would go after a time, but that's never really come to fruition, and now they're doing crafting.
I'm salivating at the thought right now. I really hope I really hope this is a home run for them. I really hope they go for the fences here because, gosh, I mean, we've been talking about this for a while now, that we have our favorite weapons. And now if they add to the fact we can personalize our guns with skins or logos or something, then take my money, Bungie. Take my money.
That would be cool.
But I thought
other games have
Battlefield already does this, by the way. You can put your own clan tag on your tanks. I mean, you can make your own tank emblems, put them on all your guns. I mean, dude, it's already being done. There's nothing new here.
I'm teasing. That was a joke. I meant in general that you'd be playing Battlefield instead of playing Destiny.
Oh, I'll be splitting time. That's for sure. Yeah. Hey everyone, looking for some like-minded gamers to Destiny with?
Or maybe just a place to de-stress and talk about life with others for a bit.
Or maybe just a place to discuss the latest movies, the TV shows, new awesome music out there.
What about New Year's resolutions or goals or our fitness section?
Well, you're also reading about our channels with links to our clan, Speakpipe, our show music playlist for God's sake, or even where to get a show t-shirt, mouse pad, or coffee mug if you want to help support us.
Wow, you're not just a Bungie shill, you're a Guardian Downcast shill, huh? So, man, you must be forgetting also about the Podcast Questions channel, where listeners can put in their own questions for us.
And Hazel, our show feedback channel, where listeners can talk about our past podcast. And our
stop. This shameless plug has gone on long enough. I'm going to put a fork in it. Everybody, just go to the GDC Discord community link on our weekly show notes where you can see the invite there. Just visit us at guardiandowncast.com. That invite link there will never expire, so just go there too.
And later, Guardian.
Oh my God, just stop.
What? What did I do?
You're so excited.
I'm excited, man.
Just bring it. Just bring it down.
All right, whatever, man. Okay, jeez.
Lay off the coffee.
What a downer. Okay, all right. Let's take a few more questions here. Do we have some more we want to choose from here?
Yeah, I think it's your turn.
Didn't I just ask that one about the sunsetting from Chubby Wizard?
Oh, okay. Sorry there.
Wow. Are you playing Destiny?
No.
Okay. I can't see you now, so I don't know if you're clicking or not.
Sorry, I was looking at our Discord. All of a sudden, I clicked on it to get to it, and I saw like Raven, Kato, Warcry, Zaniac, and Zebrek. They were all in there, and I was like, "What the hell?
Yeah,
did they raid us?"
No, they're playing Iron Banner. It's another Iron Banner match tonight.
Yeah. All right.
They're doing the cross-play thing, where they put one earbud in one ear. I did it last night. I had an Apple AirPod in my ear. My other ear had my other earbud in it for my game sound on my PS5, but I can hear the chat in Discord. We're gonna have to figure out a system there.
That's how I do it with my old clanmates on PlayStation.
Is it?
I just put an earbud in one ear, and they get to deal with my game audio and my clicky keyboard.
Okay. I hope they fix that part. I really do. I hope they get that. I mean, I've heard today, Rye for Short said that they did, because I tested this with him earlier this week, and we couldn't hear each other. It wasn't working. Obviously, it wasn't working. He was on Xbox, I was on PlayStation, and we weren't connecting. And he said that there was a default setting that you need to make sure you press on or reset defaults, and that it should clear up the problem. So I'm going to try that next time I'm cross-playing with somebody, but so far I have not been able to see it work. And the fact that they're in the gaming channel in our Discord, I'm thinking it's not working for them either.
Oh, okay. So I just logged in, and it says here voice chat. It's automatically set to off, and then they have push to talk as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it looks like it's automatically set as
work
off.
on console.
On console, you just go to your settings. You go to your audio settings or gameplay settings, and it's right there.
Well, no. I'm saying, like, how would you push to talk on console?
I don't.
Is that an option?
I don't.
Or you?
I don't know. I don't know.
I just work here. Yeah.
We're doing pretty good. We're doing good on time. Let's grab a couple more.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
Okay.
I see one.
Oh, okay. Go for it.
Cool. So, got one from Oryx. Is it Miser?
Yep. Miser of
Cool.
swag.
Yeah, that's him.
Oryx, Miser of swag. What are your top 3 favorite perks for guns?
I was hoping you were going to ask that one because I love that question.
All right, Gatr.
I have to say I'm loving the surplus. The fact that the reload speeds on these guns, the handling, aim down sight speed. I mean, it has 3 perks in one. It really is great. Depending on how, if you have all your abilities charged up, your aim down the sight, your reload speed and your handling speed are all jacked up big time. So that's my favorite one right now. And I'm learning to play. I have it on one of my, I'm going to have a gun of the month next week. I'm going to talk about next week's show, and I'm going to mention this perk. So, yeah, that's my favorite. Hazel?
Okay.
What about you?
2 more.
2 more.
Oh, what's our 3?
Are you playing Destiny?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. My second, that's my favorite. My second one, I like Eye of the Storm. I like it on my sniper rifles. The reason why is because your weapon gets more accurate and boosts your handling as your health gets lower. So, being accurate with a sniper rifle is so important. So, as someone flinches me with a sniper rifle, it immediately kicks in that special part of the gun, and I can usually finish off my sniper shots. So that would be my second one. And let's see, for a third, I've just always liked rangefinder because it gives such a boost to range, and there's a lot of guns that I love to use. They just don't quite have the range. I'm thinking of my fast firing pulses like Time War Inspire. It's really nice to have that on there. So yeah, those are my 3.
Yeah, you are such a PvP person.
It's all about PvP.
Everything you said there, I kept going like, oh.
That's not going to help me in a raid.
Yeah, it's like, if you're using a rangefinder in a raid, I feel bad for you.
Well, okay, smartass, what's your 3?
The new subsistence.
Oh,
basically kill shit, get more ammo back.
I missed that one. That's good.
Nope.
No, I'm not taking. No take backs. I'm not taking it back.
Nope. Mine.
Fine, be that way.
Rampage.
Mm-hmm.
Who doesn't like killing shit, getting stronger, and killing more shit and getting
DPS.
Stronger?
I got you.
Yep. And then, like, for me, I love trench barrel.
Of course.
Punch something.
Typical.
Punch something. Get a powered up shotgun, and then just like unload on something. That's what I use because whenever I play Gambit, I've got a 7th Seraph CQC. I'll just put that on. I just stalk the bank, and then once something comes in, I punch it, shoot it 3 times, and it's dead.
Yeah, I was hoping you caught that part. They did nerf it to 3 times instead of unlimited. Not the whole clip, it's just 3 shots, but it's still it's a heavy
but then
hitter.
You punch it again, and then you get 3 more.
There's a cooldown.
Yeah. So,
all right.
What about you, sir?
I like those.
You stole one of mine. It's subsistence. It is so good right now.
Oh, you can let him have it, subsistence, but I can't have it?
Yeah, I let him. He's the guest.
Whatever.
That's what's on my gnawing hunger. I think I have the right.
He already mentioned it. He already mentioned that.
Fine. I won't have subsistence. Fine.
Subsistence is great. And then I got to go with Swashbuckler as well.
Yeah.
I'm a Titan. I like punching things. What can I say? As soon as I get that, I got those 5 stacks immediately. And then I'm just mowing things down, and I don't even have to reload because of the subsistence. And my last one, I'd probably say Frenzy.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I got a question about Frenzy. How many enemies does it take to activate it?
0. It's 10 seconds.
Really?
You have to be in battle for 10 seconds. You're in
combat for 10 seconds, and it works on stowed weapons too.
Does it work?
So if you're using like a different weapon and you swap to the one with Frenzy, if you've been in combat for 10 seconds, it's already active.
Now, what counts as combat in PvP? Does it work in PvP?
It doesn't work very well in PvP.
Okay. That was my question.
That's why you don't know it.
See,
this thing's got Frenzy.
You know what? That's such a great question he asked tonight. Good on you, Oryx. You notice that we had 3 different answers, and it all depended on our play style. Mine were all Crucible based. Mm-hmm. Hazel's was all about DPS, and yours was all about PvE. Mm-hmm. How you play the game, because your auto rifles to kill ads and stuff. See, this is what Bungie is doing. They're making these perks tailored to how we play our game. That's what I really love. I love that they're adding these new perks and guns and stuff. Man, great question.
Yeah, and I just want to give a shout out to Oryx, or AKA Joker, because I've actually been playing with Joker a fair amount, so it's been pretty cool.
Yeah, you mentioned it the other day. Cool deal.
Well, I mean, I've been playing with him since then too, but yeah.
Yeah. Whose turn is it? Is it mine? What do you say? 1 question each? We'll finish it out.
All right.
That sound good? All right, I'm going to pick mine here. All right, Uncle Scumdeath. Question for the show. What is the weirdest dream that screwed with your head when you woke up? Love the show. Oh, man, I got so many. Okay, I'll defer to our guest first. Weirdest dream that messed with your head when you woke up.
I don't know. I have weird dreams every now and then. Most of the time, I don't even remember my dreams. I just kind of wake up and I'm like, oh.
All right. Okay. That's a good sign. That means you're not under much stress. That's good.
Yeah, I mean, I occasionally do have one every now and then. Like, I don't know. I had one that I was like walking around through a hospital and I wandered into like some basement and there was like some screaming person underneath the table and it, like, I don't know, like weird things like that happen. But
yeah.
Holy shit.
Oh, yeah. That one was a weird one.
Yeah. Wow.
Well, his spirit animal is snake, remember? All right, Hazel, what's yours?
Mine was actually a dream that I had like way long time ago. And it still comes back every now and then just to freak me the fuck out. And it's a nightmare where basically it's me and I'm being chased by Michael Myers.
Damn it!
And Michael Myers, he never runs. So
but somehow he catches you. Somehow he's still behind you.
No, he doesn't do that. He doesn't do that for me so I'm hiding under this table and there's like this tablecloth over me. And I'm like underneath this table and I always see these like two like shoes like pointed right at the table. And that's when I wake up every time.
No way. Oh, I gotta tell you a story. I gotta tell you a story about Michael Myers. I was in a day camp, a summer camp, and they brought us to a theater to watch I think it was Bambi. That's how long ago this is. I was very young. I was probably, I don't know, 9 or 10 years old, and I got lost from the group because I was just a hellion when I was a kid, and I went into the wrong theater, and it actually happened to be a Michael Myers movie. Where you see his white image coming in from the dark. I had nightmares for years. And I still every now and then I have a nightmare about that, of a white image coming out of the darkness. But that aside, I would say I'm in the pest management industry. I own and operate my own business. I don't know if you knew that, GP, but I have had so many insect infestation dreams. I'm sure Hazel, I've told this too, but I'll share it with you tonight. Carpenter ants are a big deal in Florida. They're everywhere. They're in every oak tree in Florida, and they bite and they sting. And when they get on you, it is nasty. We're talking an ant that's almost an inch long and red and black and nasty looking. I have dreams every now and then that they erupt out of my mattress and I shove my wife off the bed. Then I get slapped. Usually right afterwards.
In real life?
Yeah, in real life. No, I have a dream. I have a dream that they're erupting out of my mattress and that they're crawling all over both of us. And I will push her off the bed because that's my job, is to take care of them. And I'm swatting them off my legs and stuff. And of course, usually my wife returns with a slap saying, "What the hell's wrong with you?" And then I snap out of it and realize what has happened. So that's probably my most involved dream that I've had.
So just for the record, you do this in real life. So you have the dream.
You're actually pushing your wife off the bed.
I am actually in real life pushing my wife. I've done it. I've done it more than once. And now my wife, when I do it with my wife this time, she just kind of goes through the motions and says, "God damn it, this again." And
again with the ants, honey.
I used to play paintball, and I would.
There were ants. It was like air quotes.
Well, I used to play paintball. I used to play field ball, and we went on this one property, and I was in a bunch of oak trees, and I actually was sitting right in an ant nest, a carpenter ant nest, and they were all over me. And maybe that's what brings it back, but yeah, Florida is a nasty place for insects and pests. So, what about you, GP? You got one, or did you already say yours?
He already said his.
I already said one.
Yeah, well, that was the end of the question then. Okay. That was mine. Who's next?
I'll go, so that way you can have a second or two to find one.
Yeah, I need to find one.
Okay. Go. What fruit do you think is the weirdest? Pomegranate is a strange one. Rye for short.
Rye. Yes. You know what's funny? When I read that question, I asked my wife, I said, "Is a beet a vegetable or a fruit?" She goes, "Really?"
You asked us that too.
Yeah, I was like, she's like, "Really?" Weirdest fruit. What do you think, GP?
I've never had one, but it looks very interesting and weird. It's the dragon fruit.
Really? You know,
Ever seen those?
You know, I have a dragon fruit tree in my yard.
Really?
It's called a carambola too.
Oh. Okay.
I mean, actually, we might be talking about two different fruits.
Oh dear God.
Carambola, I think they called it dragon fruit. I'm trying to remember.
It looks like it has like
it's like a star. It's like a star shape, a little bit.
That's a star
No, it's
fruit.
not star. Yeah, there's a star fruit.
That's a carambola. Okay, my bad. So what kind
Dragon
of fruit?
fruit.
Dragon fruit.
Dragon fruit. It's also called a pitaya.
It has like little spines on it, right? Like little barbs?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen
Sort
those.
of, yeah.
I've seen those.
It's white on the inside even. I never knew.
That's always weird.
It looks like cookies and cream ice cream on the inside.
Really?
Cookies and cream.
Oh my gosh.
I'd love to try one. They just look weird.
I remember dragon fruit from like the Sobe drinks I used to drink back in the day. Huh.
I'm thinking of this fruit. I'm trying to make sure I got the name of it right. What's your answer, Hazel? Oh yeah, I'm looking at this dragon fruit. That is weird, man. It's like the seeds are like suspended. Oh my gosh, that's so weird. Yeah, and my carambola is there too. Or the star fruit, same thing.
Yeah,
Wow.
that was going to be my answer. The star fruit.
Star fruit?
Just because it just looks funky, you know?
Yeah. Okay, I know. No, that's not the one I'm thinking of. I'm trying to find it real quick in a picture, make sure I got it right. Well, okay, I'll say jackfruit because jackfruit is actually used by vegans as a protein source. And if you've ever sliced one open and look inside, it looks like somebody threw up in the fruit. It's pretty nasty. I mean, it's like lots of chunks and stuff, and it's not very organized, and
Oh, yeah.
it's kind of weird inside. But jackfruit is used a lot for protein sources for vegan. My wife went vegan for a year, and she tried it a few times. People actually use it. They actually barbecue it and stuff. So I've never had one. I don't know if I care to have one, but yeah, there's another one I'm thinking of, but I can't find the name of it. I'll mention it if I find it later.
Some of these are like bigger than watermelons.
Yeah, what's that big one? It's like brown and has spines all over it. It's just nasty looking. You see it? It's not showing up in my search. We have it here at our grocery store. It's literally the size of a watermelon, but it has spines all around it. Where if you touch it, I mean, these aren't like sharp spines. They're really like dull, coarse spines on it. And I can't think of the name of it. I'll take a picture of it next time I'm at the grocery and I'll send it. I'll put it in our Discord.
All right.
I'll make sure I tag Rye on it.
Yeah. There's a weird one that I saw like a couple of years back. I actually was like trying to find it first before the starfruit. And I found it now. It's called the Buddha's Hand.
Ooh, never heard of that.
Yeah. It's common names, Buddha's Hand, Buddha's Fingers. If you're anybody who watches Doctor Who or has watched Doctor Who and you know what the ood is, it looks like their mouth, where it's like these like kind of like spindly things hanging off of this fruit. It's weird. It's orange. Yeah.
Okay. All right, Mr. Guardian Photographer, why don't you take us out with the last question?
I gotta find one.
That's all right. Take your
I was
time.
looking up
He got
fruits the whole
sidetracked.
I
time.
know. We got lost in Google. I know. Been there, done that.
When's the last time anyone ever Googled fruit? Come on. Now.
Yeah, that is true.
See, leave it to us to put you down a well. We have so many questions.
I love
There's
it.
a lot on here.
I love it. We have such a diverse amount of questions.
Another one from Oryx, Miser of Swag. What is your favorite board game and why?
Okay. Oh yeah.
Toss this one to Hazel first.
All right.
Damn it.
Oh, mine's, yeah.
I would have to say my favorite board game is chess. Just because it's all about like It's like 1v1. It's just you playing somebody else, and there is a draw, but they actually did away with draws. I think this year they actually said that there are no draws anymore. It's kind of crazy.
Wow.
And then yeah, I just enjoy like the strategy in chess.
Yeah, I love chess too. I'm a big chess player. Well, I used to be. Now I'm playing Destiny. But I do have a Destiny chess set, by the way. I bought it.
Chess doesn't have bounties.
It doesn't. That's probably why I've been playing it lately.
So do I, Gatr. I have a chess set.
Do you have a Destiny one?
Yeah.
It's so cool, man.
My wife got it for me.
All right. Guardian Con. Next Guardian Con, we'll split a room or something. We'll bring you one of the chess sets and we'll play a game.
Loser goes streaking.
How about just loser buys dinner? I haven't played in a while. I'm a little rusty.
I like the first idea.
Okay. Geez.
We'll leave it to the community to decide.
There you go.
Oh, I'm sure it'll go my way. What could happen? There was a game called Dark Tower that I love to play. It's back in the probably in the 80s. It was probably when I was a teenager when I played it, and it's before video games and all that. Before I got into video games, but it was an electronic tower that would rotate, and depending on what would pull up, it was all chance. You would have to move around the board. And Dark Tower, that was one of my favorite board games. What about you, GP?
I just go with classic Monopoly.
Yeah.
Oh,
you can't go wrong.
Which piece are you?
Ooh, are we thinking like classic pieces?
We had that question a few weeks ago.
Okay.
You might be judged. You might be judged.
It's the battleship.
Okay.
All right.
That's respectable.
Mm-hmm.
I like that one.
It's one of the newer pieces. I'm old school. Battleship? Battleship wasn't in the original game.
Been around since I've been playing.
No,
Yeah,
there's no
here.
way. There's no way it's in the original game. I don't remember seeing a Battleship in the original game.
Well, I'm not 1,000 years old.
All right. I am gonna die. I am gonna die in 20 years, according to Lana. So, jeez.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, community, outstanding work as usual. You guys make our week. Let me tell you. Thank you for those questions. If we did not get to your question, don't worry. They're pinned, nice, tucked away, nice and neat under the covers, ready to be plucked out on our next future show. So keep throwing them in there, guys. We love that you guys think about us enough to throw questions our way every week. So thank you very much for that. We really appreciate it. All right. Well, Mr. Elmer Fudd, take us out, buddy.
Guardian Downcast. Guardian Downcast. Yeah, Guardian Downcast. This is an intro. Guardian Downcast. Guardian. Not copyright. Guardian Downcast.
Thank you, Mr. Fudd. Well, this is the final segment of our show. This is where we pick our songs for our award-winning Guardian Downcast show playlist. Just a little sample of what the two of us and our guest here like to listen to, and we invite you to listen to it as well. It's really cool to follow along and see what we add every week, and you can judge us and see if we picked a good pick or not. Just search for Guardian Downcast show playlist. If you search Guardian Downcast, you'll get our podcast. But if you search for Guardian Downcast show playlist on Spotify, you should be able to find it and follow along. We have quite a few people following it, so thank you for that, by the way. And of course, we're on iTunes as well for all you Apple folks out there who like to follow us that way. Let's see, we have 780 songs, 55 hours, and 55 minutes of music representing all of us and all of our past guests from 2.5 years ago now. So, yeah, it's really awesome. Really awesome to see. All right, Mr. Guardian Photographer, what did you pick this week, sir?
I chose my favorite song from my favorite band. I chose Inspire the Liars by Dance Gavin Dance.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Very nice.
Good song.
The music video is quite the trip. It calls back a lot of like their other music videos and stuff like that, which is really cool.
Okay.
It's starts out like black and white, all live action, and then like they get like this weird like green drink thing, and like that's the only thing that's like colored at the time, and then it like swaps over to like animation, and it like references a whole bunch of other like music videos that they've done for like the robot with human hair and stuff like that. It's really cool.
You know what? I'll post the video in our music and TV channel this week. I haven't done it.
The video has literally nothing to do with the song.
Really?
No.
Oh
the song is actually like kind of anti-religion.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. So they talk about like we can start our own religion. They'll believe everything that we say and stuff like that. And like the vocalist wants his ego to explode from gaining so much popularity and like having all these people following him and like listening to what he has to say as like the preacher and stuff like that.
Nice.
So it's kind of like a shove in the face to religion, sort of, which I'm not religious, by the way.
All right. That's cool.
So that's my first pick.
All right.
And then my second pick is Degenerates by I the Mighty. And this one is more about finding your place like in the world, like, and understanding like the loss of not being with that all the time. So like the way that they kind of draw it out is like it's like a trip that they go on with a bunch of their friends and like they call themselves the Degenerates and stuff like that. And
I haven't heard that one yet.
It talks about like they're just doing things and having fun with their friends and stuff like that, and then realizing how good those times are when they aren't together and stuff. So he goes home and like kind of thinks about it, and he's just like, I'm so lost, like why, like what's the point? And he's like, well, it's for those times that you're with the people that you like to be with and finding your place,
right?
Kind of deal.
Nice.
Cool. Nice picks, man. Thank you. I think you put some thought in that. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Very cool. All right, Hazel. Lay it on me. What do you got this week?
Right. So, so good old, Guardian photographer here threw out Dance Gavin Dance, and that led me down a rabbit hole because I used to listen to them, and I don't know what happened. I just haven't listened to them since, really. And I was just like, okay. So that led me down a rabbit hole, and then I found an old song that I really, really liked, and that's one of them. And it's going to be All That I've Got by The Used.
Oh, okay. I've heard them.
Yeah. And then today at work, we were talking, and I found out that Kanye West actually has a new CD out.
I heard about it.
So I was...
Compact disc?
I doubt it. Maybe for the retro crowd.
Would that be considered retro now?
That's sad if it is.
I believe it is. I would have to say yes. But yeah, so he has new music out, and I picked a song from that, Jail Part 2. It has some controversy with it because he picks Marilyn Manson that you can't even tell is even on it, but he's in there. So,
wow.
Yeah.
I know
if you can find Marilyn Manson on there, then you're a better person than I am, because I didn't even know he was on there until I looked up to see like who he's with on it, and it's like, oh, he's with the baby, okay. And then he said Marilyn Manson. I was like, what the hell? There
was a time he was using a lot of autotune. Did he use some autotune in this one?
No, not really. This is more like, honestly, if I would tell you that it was Kanye West, you wouldn't believe me.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Now I'm interested.
Because it's more gospel almost.
Okay. I wonder if Beyonce's having an effect on him. Might be.
What are you talking about?
Beyonce.
I'm going to edit that out.
No. Leave it in.
I'll make it an outtake. Who is it? It's not Beyonce.
All right. Well,
God.
What's the right answer?
It would be one of the Kardashians. Jesus.
All right.
God.
Beyonce.
I'll have to make that an outtake. Otherwise, Hazel will record it and post it in like a bootleg copy.
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right. Jesus. It's definitely I told you I fade toward the end of the show. I don't know why, but God, what'd I say? That stupid idiot.
Crying. So crying.
Thank you, Hazel, for those music picks. Okay.
The song was Jail Part 2. I think I said that.
You did.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all right. I mean, I'm intrigued. I got to listen to it now. So, well, okay. For my first pick, I don't know if you listened a few episodes ago. I watched on Paramount streaming service. There was a documentary by Dave Grohl, which is one of my favorite artists, and it was called From Cradle to Stage. And he said his first inspiration in music came from this artist. This artist does it all. He's a musician, he's a singer, he's a songwriter, record producer, composer. He was born in Hammersmith, London, UK. He's 63 years old now, still putting out great music. You might know him as he was faced with kind of intense hostility from critics, fellow musicians in the 80s when his main popular music came out. But I tell you what, this man to me is considered the pioneer of electronic music. He has, of course, had the last laugh because he's sold over 10 million records now. And he was given the Ivor Novello Award. This is an inspiration award from the British Academy of Songwriters. Apparently that's a really big deal. So this man has released 21 albums over his career, and my song choice is off his 20th. The album is called Savage, Songs from a Broken World from 2017. And he also just released another album called Intruder that entered the UK album chart at number 2 back in May of this year. The artist I'm referring to, of course, is known as Gary Anthony James Webb, or who some of you might know as Gary Newman. Man, what a career this guy's had. For my second pick, no introduction necessary here. They're considered the most influential bands of all time. It's the men from Liverpool. It's the Beatles. And my song is off one of their experimental albums called Revolver from 1966. The song is Tomorrow Never Knows. I tell you what, listen to this. It's really cool. A lot of sampling, a lot of strange things put into it. I don't know. Maybe it was during the times everybody was doing acid. I don't know. Anyway, Mrs. Gatr took the week off. No pick from her this week. Well, guys, that's a wrap. Another episode in our collection. For our listeners out there, we have 110 other episodes from interviews from gamers all over our Destiny community. So take a look at those, especially if you're finding out about us. If you like what you're listening to tonight, do us a big favor. Spread the word. Hit that share button on whatever podcast app of choice you use. This is how we spread to other Destiny enthusiasts out there. So we appreciate everything you guys do out there for us. So please hit that share button right now. Stop, pause the podcast. Find someone you think might want to hear our podcast and send them a link. And if we don't do our job, then you did yours. So we appreciate it. GuardianDowncast.com. All of our episodes are on that splash page. You can find it there. And pick any episode you want. And I usually put whoever our featured guest is, so it's easy to find them. If you want to hear their story, it's really cool. I did want to mention, before we go here, Mr. Agent H has done a challenge. He's doing a challenge for charity. And he says this: what up, guys? Quick question. I'm riding 500 miles throughout September to raise money for children's cancer research. So if you would, please pass it on to everybody out there if they want to sponsor me. You can find this we have it probably pinned in our Discord. I'll have to figure out where we had it. I think it's on the Get Up and Get Active channel. Isn't that the one, Hazel? Get off your and work out. Get off your and work out, something like that. So look for it in there.
Get your ass up fitness channel.
Yeah, that's it. So
yeah. Hey, I'll say what you can't say.
All right, fine.
What I'm here for.
Mrs. Gatr judges. So anyway, so check that out. I want to make sure I shouted him out this week, and thank you for doing that, Agent H. He's got a big heart. Jared's a cool guy. He's got a great heart. So thank you for that. Well, Mr. Guardian Photographer, thank you for coming on tonight, man. Bobzilla, we appreciate it, brother.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you. This has been fun.
It has been, man. It has been. It's a good show. Very good show. Where can people find you out there? I mentioned your credits at the beginning of the show, but do you mind repeating them for us, everybody here?
Sure. So you can find me over on Twitter at GDN Photographer. I post there twice a day. And you can find me on Instagram at Guardian Photographer, where I'm only posting once a day. What I'm doing right now is kind of like going through the backlog of things, because I started on Instagram first, and posting stuff that was already on the Instagram over on the Twitter as well. So they're getting 2 posts, but it's something that's already up there. So
twice a day, man. That's a lot of work. Wow. Nice job, man.
The repeat ones are scheduled at 8 a.m. Pacific.
Okay.
So, yeah. So those are all repeats, something that's already on the Instagram. So you can go look over there. I've got them all there. But I don't think you can pull 4K from Instagram. So if you want them 4K for like a desktop or something like that, just know that they're coming.
Well, thank you for what you do, man. I mean, I love I love our artists that are in our Destiny community, but this is a whole different kind of artwork. I love it, and I think I posted my favorite in our show notes there, and Hazel, I think, posted his. That. Yeah, we'll throw it on our Instagram as well. So check that out, and we'll put the links in our Instagram too, so they can find you. So we appreciate that. Just thanks for coming on, man. It was a great show tonight.
Thank you.
I love learning new things about folks in our Destiny community, so that's what our show's all about. So very cool. All right, Hazel, where can people find you, sir?
Really complicated. Hazel NT, anywhere and everywhere.
Okay, you can find me on Twitter at Todd the Gatr. Remember, that's Gatr. You can find me on Steam and PS5 as Gatr, all caps Gatr. Don't forget those underscores. And I'm on YouTube, Gatr-Guardian Downcast, where we actually post our episodes. If you like listening to audio podcasts, with a static image on YouTube while you're doing your work in your office or whatever, we post it there as well. And of course, you can find our podcast on whatever podcast catcher or app you have out there. And you can go to guardiandowncast.com, where you can find all of our contact information, email addresses, Instagrams, Twitter links, all that good stuff. And of course, I post all of this in our show notes and show description, so look for it there. And of course, before we go, we got to have a Scumdeath Corner. What is up this week, Mr. Scumdeath?
Hello, and welcome to Scumdeath's Corner. You do not play Shania Twain in my company, please. What do you think?
I don't really know who it is, not gonna lie.
She's a country and western singer, and she annoys me like hell. So I'm not having any of that. Oh, by the way, it is Kira's, my daughter's 20th birthday party.
Hi.
It is 2:21 in the morning, and we've had a very nice time, haven't we?
Yes, we have.
Yes. So, you put Shania Twain on, you can kiss it. Not Shania Twain. No, not Shania Twain. Anyway, right, I've got to go, because this is out of order. Goodbye, love you.
Continue to be safe, everybody, and more importantly, take care of one another.
Guardians are measured by their ability to come back from defeat. So stand. Fight!
Thank you all so very much for listening. And later, Guardian.
Toddled.
Peace, everybody.
Thank you. I love when people do that.
Yeah, you can call me Bob, Bobby, whatever. Well,
I'm going to call you Guardian Photographer on, not Garden Photographer, that's a different thing, on the show, but
yeah.
I might just call you GP on the show just so I don't sound repetitive.
That's fine.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
No, we can't.
Yeah. I missed you too, man. I missed you too.
How you been, buddy? Just kidding.
But anyway.
But not really.
It's not going to happen, man.
Signature.
Questions. There we go.
Take my money, Bungie. Take my money. How do we get Dreaming City weapons again?